What's up, everyone? It's been a long time. Well, it's been 3 days actually, but 3 days also can be a really long time. And we also got Kayla Rose with us. Hey, Kayla. Kayla.
Hey, Carl. Hey, everyone.
Hey. So we also got Kayla, and we got some exciting topics to talk to you about today as well, regarding a lot of things, especially which are also happening around the world. But then again, sometimes we have to talk about serious talk, and then also sometimes we got to talk about like little talk too, right? And not forgetting also the time where we get to talk about humor. Like humor was a big thing back in the time where especially during the pandemic. Okay, 2020 was all about something to keep us all like laughing and basically not bored or even fed up of life, right? So when it came to mostly things like we miss traveling so much, right? I mean, Kayla, I believe you can also admit that when we were during the lockdown, okay, even the people who didn't like to travel love to travel. Am I right?
Yeah, I think the same people miss traveling, right? Of course they do. They've been in lockdown for the last year and 3 months, so to speak. So, yeah, I'm sure people are itching to visit some new places, get some relaxation time.
Yeah, actually, and even like even for me also, right? I used to, in 2019 is like the year that I properly started traveling every weekend. Okay, 2019 every weekend I would travel so much. Like I'll always be in some place in the weekend. And then after when 2020 happened, I was like, oh man, oh what now? I just can't. I would spend the weekend with my parents, okay, during 2020, and that was not a good thing. I had to be like, oh no, my mom comes wake me up in the morning. What are you going to do? You're going to sleep all day? I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to this time.
I think I missed a little bit of what you said, but I'm sure I heard you drop the Caribbean in there. So, yeah, I love all the Caribbean islands,
The Caribbean Islands.
especially Jamaica.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, of course. Definitely. Jamaica is a beautiful country. And, like, especially, like, what I mean is, okay, during the time, during the pandemic, okay, in 2020, all right, we had to go through some, basically mostly staying at home. Okay, then no going out, not even stepping in outside the house at all. Also, okay, we were supposed to stay at home because of the pandemic. And people who always who are mostly like at home like all the time, okay, they what they want is they even they want to like go out, right? Go out onto the streets. I wish I could go for a walk. And even maybe some people who don't like to associate with a lot of people won't be like, man, you know what, I miss people. I don't want to be the only person in the world anymore. It's everything just turned upside down, right? Everything turned upside down.
Yeah, it has. Totally.
Mhm. So, like, what are the places, when it comes to even traveling? Okay, now, last time we've been talking about destinations where we all can go for. Okay, now, also remember, guys, like last time I spoke about where you can retire to and everything, but this time it's going to be like a very simple thing. Why traveling is also very good for your soul, right? I mean, traveling is a much healing thing. Which healing thing we need to do, right? We get to connect with people. Okay, we get to meet new people, and everyone. Okay, when we go out, we get to experience having a new food in our mouths. Okay, and when it comes to a point where we are just trying to basically get through the day, right? But traveling, okay, when it came to traveling, we just wanted to get away. All right, get away from everything, right? And but we want to have that personal time for ourselves. And like I said, Kayla, okay, I used to travel every weekend. Okay, every weekend I used to travel back in 2019, but 2020 happened, and it was the most depressing time of my entire life. Okay, 2020 for me, 2020 hasn't ended yet. I feel like this 2020 part two. All right, so and I just can't. I don't know what to do about it. I mean, I want to travel. Okay, so I want to go to places. I want to catch up. Like in this last, like in 2019, I used to go for weekends, but now I'm like, I need to vacation every day now. I need to be in a different place like every day just to catch up on the traveling, which we used to miss, the people we used to visit. And now it's like we had to think not just twice but thrice when it comes to when seeing someone. Okay, we are at the risk of get contracting the virus. Okay, especially that. But then we also need that time to also have peace of mind, especially like like just like a kung fu panda. Okay, we are gonna be like inner peace, and
Mhm.
we just need to change the environment. We just need to, like, just go and sit on a rock, in the middle of a pond or something. Right, that is what we need to do. But
Definitely.
at that time we just couldn't do it. Right, I mean, what are the experience, how has travel, Kayla, I would like to ask you this one. How has traveling, okay, helped you, like, have a peace of mind?
Have peace of mind. Well, I already said, well, tried to say on the last show that I love sand, sea, and the sun. So I think those things can definitely help with peace of mind. You kind of mentioned last time about being in nature. That's
Yep.
a major thing to peace of mind, connecting back to Mother Earth, and yeah, just staying in touch with natural elements. You know, a lot of us are in a lot of artificial buildings. Most of our homes are artificial, and a lot of us live in cities. So I think, as I said, connecting back to nature is definitely something which helps you connect back to yourself and to have peace of mind. But
Yeah.
another thing I would say about traveling as well is about exposure. I think traveling is so important for exposures to different cultures and to different ways other people live their lives. I think that helps you to be more open minded and to accept people and people from different parts of the world who may not think or live their lives like you. So, traveling is definitely something which is important.
Exactly, exactly. And the best part of traveling for me is, like, when I get to meet like new people. Okay, I'm mostly a
Mhm.
people person. I like to meet, like, what how do you wake up in the morning? Okay, do you stand up on your feet, or do you just like walk on your hands or something? People that have different kinds of ways of living their own life, right? I mean, it's always interesting to know how would you have your how would you have your breakfast? Okay, would you even skip it, or would you? I mean, it's so interesting. Okay,
Yeah,
like,
like
some people would have oats. Like, okay, for
yeah. Or
me
some
instance, I
people
have.
have eggs in the morning.
Yeah, oh,
Yes.
exactly. I mean, I love my eggs. I love my bacon. I just love every meat possible. Okay, I would like just like
I
everything like
can't.
on a
I'm
mountain of a
not with
plate.
you on the bacon, Kyle. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, okay, okay. You see, different kinds of people, man. I mean, I like it. You don't like it, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And but see, that's the thing, right? I would
Yeah.
like to know. Okay, all right, what would you do? Okay, if it's not for but something like with bacon and eggs, what would you have with eggs? Basically, see, that's the question that I would like to answer from you.
Really? Um,
Yeah.
I might have a slice of toast. Or
Oh,
sometimes I might have just boiled eggs by themselves. It really
oh,
depends what kind of mood I wake up in.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
true. That
exactly.
is true. Sometimes it's just like a pancake day, or it's just like a waffle day, and or maybe just eggs day.
Yeah, probably my mum could testify to that one. I have waffles a lot in the morning. That's my new thing at the moment.
I'm jealous, man. I'm like, I haven't had waffles in over a year, but I love it. All right. Every time I
Oh,
travel,
you're
I'm
missing out.
I'm missing out a lot. I know. I'm missing out like a really lot. Okay. And like every time I go on traveling,
Yeah,
okay, we go to the
totally.
hotel, and I'm like, I tell the chef himself, I'm like, I need my waffles. All right. He's like, I mean, okay, waffles. I don't make waffles, but I make pancakes. I'm like, no, you better make some waffles. I don't. You put the pancake bed and put that in the waffle machine. Just give me some. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find that. The chef's gonna have to find those waffles.
Yeah, yeah, I'm on vacation, man. Listen here, brother. I'm on vacation.
Yeah,
Okay, get
yeah,
me my waffles.
exactly. Exactly. I agree with
Exactly,
you.
right? And see, those are the kind of
Mhm.
people. And you sometimes, when you go for vacations like these, also, you understand that there are people like let's take a chef. Okay, a chef would
Mhm.
never say no. All right, that's the most best part about it. A chef would always want to make the the person whoever's coming on vacation to the hotel be more comfortable than ever. Okay, you are gonna
Mhm.
this is basically giving you the idea, okay, this place is gonna be better or even very similar to the way we're gonna live with mom. Okay, you are gonna get the food the way you want. You can stay in bed all day and we'll bring the food to you, and you just enjoy your vacation, right? That is
Of
what
course.
we love to do, right? This is what we love to hear. Oh, someone just like pampering us for an entire day, and we're like, oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm very thirsty. Oh, pour some water. Thank you. Thank you. Right.
of
It's,
course.
yeah.
But you gotta be
And
careful with some of that room service though.
oh,
You
yeah.
enjoy it at the time, but when you're leaving, then you gotta clear up that tab.
Yeah. That's when we
You
go
gotta
through
be
the back
careful.
door. That's when we're like, oh, go away.
Exactly. I don't
Yeah.
know me. I might have had too many drinks out of the mini bar. Who knows?
Uh, there's a lot of water bottles in there. There are a lot of water bottles in there. I mean, you have to have water for some time
Exactly.
of the day. I mean,
I
come
just
on.
be drinking too much water.
Yeah, oh,
Mhm.
exactly. Yeah. Hey, you can never have too much of water. Okay.
I do. I beg to differ. I have to beg
Oh.
to differ on that. I say even the good things, everything in moderation. You
Yeah.
see, you don't want to be flushing out some of those good nutrients in the body. You can overdo anything in
That's true.
life.
Yeah, I like. See, this is what I mean. This is why I love traveling. Okay, you get to meet people. Especially like you, Kayla. I've never heard anyone say that before. And that's the best part about it. Okay, you get to hear
Yeah.
something new all the time, right? You get to hear something new.
Mhm.
You get to meet someone new. Okay, traveling. When it comes
Mhm.
to traveling a lot, like you want to meet, like, dude, where is the craziest person in town? That's what I would be like. That either it's like some, a guy who's just like, actually the fool is like, what's up, people? What's up? I would love to find those people like that, because they have even though, like, for other people they stand out. Okay, they're like, what's wrong with him? But for him, he's living a life. He's living his life the way he wants, right? End of the day, what I say is, man, that guy has a lot of freedom. I want some of that.
Well, some you don't need to travel too far to find the craziest person in town.
Actually,
Living in
sometimes you just need to,
London, sometimes you
yeah,
just need to go outside.
you go outside. For me, of course, I would just like to go in front of a mirror and be like, oh, hello, crazy person. So when traveling is always good for the soul. Like people who actually
And
love.
and
Yeah, you were saying.
I might be losing you there a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. But no worries, no worries. Okay, this is why we need to actually travel more. We need more connection. We need a better connection. All right, and better connection with nature. Okay, and a better connection with life itself. Sometimes you're in your room. All right, you're in your room and you're just like, wow, these walls. These walls, no matter what, will always stay up, will always give me a room to stay in. Okay, and when it comes to traveling, though, okay, especially when you come to traveling, there is a lot of places that we can go for, a lot of time we can spend. Is meditation is basically, like, but basically something which you need to be around nature for. Maybe on top of a hill, or maybe you're in a, maybe you're in a pond and you're right in the middle or something, and it's like, oh, show me the way. Sometimes, yeah, those are the things that can happen. But okay, we'll be talking more about this, and also Kayla will be back as well, right after some commercials. All right, everyone, just stay put. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
Cycling in London is not child's play. How to be a better cyclist. Listen to my show, only on Relaks Radio. I'm Kevin. Join me every Thursday, 5 p.m. Look forward to seeing you. And it gives them something to look at, and it makes them laugh. It makes them laugh, so that's why I do it.
Oh, and it could be a really good pickup line as well. Girls, ladies who ask, "Hey, excuse me, so why are you wearing something so colorful?" I mean, hey, you can always have something up on your sleeve. I mean, got me thinking. You want to stand out. Why do you want to stand out though so much, especially with these kind of shirts when you're riding? There must be a purpose behind it, right?
Well, when you say a purpose, Nick, what I do, I wear the shirts, mainly one because they're nice and bright, so they make me visible, especially if I'm riding on the road.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's very important, right? Because you want cars, yeah.
Very important. And also, like, people see me in, like, calves, and perhaps I shouldn't be saying this on air, I suppose, but in the bar afterwards.
All right.
And it gives them something to look at, and it makes them laugh. It makes them laugh, so that's why I do it.
Oh, and it could be a really good pickup line as well. Girls, ladies who ask, "Hey, excuse me, so why are you wearing something so colorful?" I mean, hey, you can always have something up on your sleeve. I mean, you look like a guy who would do.
You know me too well. You know me too well, Nick.
What's up, people?
Hey.
Hey. So we are back once again on the show. So we also have Kayla, okay, who's will be joining me on this server. Sometimes it gets lonely in the night, okay, but then there are also some good people that do also like to keep you company as much as they can. But also good people who also have conversation. Okay, this is why we need to travel. So once I actually went on this vacation with my family, and also I just randomly, I go for these walks early morning. Okay, it's a different place, and I would like to go for a walk at about 6 in the morning, or maybe as soon as I wake up. All right, it's just because it's a
Mhm.
different feeling, it's a different town, and you just want to have well, a good time. Okay, and
Yeah.
once I met this person, I went to have something, and at this restaurant, and this person was just talking to me. All right, and he was telling me how
Mhm.
interesting it was, and how this place is, how historic it is, and I'm like, wow, I do love the fact that I just come uh do this early morning. Okay, like I this early morning thing, that wherever I go, okay, I would wake up early morning, go for a walk, and just meet someone, okay, with an interesting story to tell. What about you?
Well, do I go for early morning walks and meet interesting people with stories to tell?
Okay, maybe not, right? Okay, so I'm the weirdo. See, I'm like the weirdo guy, because I'm like, who on earth would wake up so early in the morning on a vacation and just go for a walk, right? But sometimes, like, I get into these moods. Okay, like, I would be like, okay, I need to maybe just go for this walk here and there. I mean, sometimes my relaxation is being just to myself, and just going for these walks and meeting new people. Yeah. And so what is your thing? Okay, now that is what makes me feel like it's a vacation. Okay, what about you?
Well, just tagging on from your point about morning walks,
Hmm.
um, I'm into exercise, I'm into training.
Hmm.
So sometimes I would do fasted walks. So
Oh.
for those out there who, want to get their fitness up, or want to burn off some extra calories and fat, fasted walks can definitely be a good thing to do. So I would do walks like that. But if I'm on holiday, I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm I'm sleeping in.
You're slipping in.
Me, I would say I'm sleeping in. No alarms. For me, that having not to wake up to no alarms is a holiday, because the rest of my life is really packed and really busy. So just having the opportunity to sleep in and wake up whatever time I want for a period of a week or two, that is definitely going to be a vacation thing for me. And then, as you said, and then go down to the chef and get waffles for breakfast. I can't
Yeah.
think of anything better.
Actually, some places where we go, okay, we have to, like, your breakfast will be served till 10 a.m., and after that, no breakfast. And I'm like, what is more vacation? I can have my breakfast at 1 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I
Like,
agree. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I'm like,
Sometimes I have to have my breakfast in the afternoon.
exactly. I mean, and somewhere in the overnight we'll have a dinner or something. Okay, that's the time changes when you're on vacation. Okay, but the worst part is the time just goes faster. Okay, time flies when you're having fun, right? Basic,
Of
and
course. Yeah.
that has never been proven on a vacation. Okay, you're like enjoying it. Suddenly you just didn't I just get you? Why am I going home? you know?
Yeah, completely. And then afterwards you have some people may experience holiday depression after you get back, even if it's like being a week off work or something.
Yeah.
Then when you get back, it's like, I need a holiday again just to get over the depression of coming back.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And a 6 months holiday to get over it.
Yeah,
A
exactly,
6 month holiday, a
exactly.
6 month paid, 6 months paid holiday. That would be the
Oh,
best.
see, those paid holidays are the best kind of holidays you can get.
Of course, definitely. I mean, you just go anywhere. I mean, you don't have to worry about room service, like you said earlier. Okay, that's the time where you don't have to worry about room service. You're like, oh wait, it's on the
Yeah,
company.
yeah,
I'm gonna do everything
exactly,
myself.
exactly.
So
That
when
would
it,
be definitely good.
yeah, exactly. I would do that. Okay, and sometimes the boss would be like, "What on earth did you do?" And I'm like, You said it's a paid vacation, so well, I had my vacation."
Yeah, exactly. I took
And they're
full
like,
advantage of that.
exactly, right. And I mean, I'm pretty sure on the form they give us, all on the rules, they go, do not exceed this limit. But I'm like, yeah, who reads that anyway? Just okay, vacation time, paid vacation. And
Exactly.
exactly. I mean, I'm like, boss, you just told me to go for this. It's a vacation. Vacation is there is no budget when it comes to vacation, boss. What you saying? Oh, exactly.
Of course, of course. If it's on the company, no, there's no budget.
Exactly. Exactly. No budget, no budget. I mean, I'm working for you, okay, for 365 days. You can't give me one day of a fully paid vacation. I love to
Well,
guilt trip my bosses mostly, and I'm like, and basically it's like, I mean, come on, man, I'll work for you. All right, I give you my heart and
mm,
soul, man, and I just let me
I'll
travel,
give
and
you the best. I'll give you the best argument for that. If you want me to be a happy, productive worker, I need this holiday because I'll be
yeah,
more productive once I get back to work. I don't see
yeah.
how they could argue
Nope.
that.
Okay.
Completely.
So that is the thing, right? Especially that it basically traveling is like, your charger cable, like it's like the charger cable to your phone, but the traveling is your charger cable, to like, oh, I need to refresh, right? I need a more
Yeah.
creative mind. And sometimes the best way to get creative ideas is to actually go to the natural world, okay, other than going on YouTube and just looking, oh, what a nice place, okay. But being there is a totally different experience, okay. And meditation is something, sometimes, some people think that, you just have to go and like, oh, you need some spiritual power to meditate. You're like, not really. You just go
Hmm.
and sit down and just look at the beautiful view that's in front of you. That's gonna be like, that this is all you need. That's meditation itself, right?
Yeah.
Uninterrupted.
It's putting you
Uninterrupted.
into a meditative state, isn't it? Being
Yeah,
in nature and just being
exactly.
still.
Yeah.
Meditation is a form of stillness, a form of quiet, a form of silence within yourself. So
Yes.
yeah, you don't have to meditate in any particular way. Maybe we
Exactly.
should, yeah, we could definitely get into talking about meditation at some point. I think that would be a good topic. What do you think, Carl?
Yeah. Of course, that
Mm.
actually would be one. We can actually meditate while we talk about it. The only thing I know when it comes to meditation, I'm like,
Yeah.
inner peace. I'm basically thinking Kung Fu Panda on this. Okay, this is how much I know about meditation. Kung Fu Panda, the second one, I believe, yeah, was all about like, inner peace. Okay, when his
Mm.
master's like, you found inner peace at such a young age. How did you do
Mm.
that? I'm still finding it.
But that, as you said, Om, that's a very powerful mantra. That's something that connects you back to the universe, back to the earth.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's a very powerful one.
Clearly, you and I have the same point of views on what needs to be done on a vacation. Okay, this is what it's not just about
Mm.
sleeping. Okay, on those comfortable bed sheets, and for some reason it's
But it's
better than
high on the
your bed.
list.
Yeah, it is. It's not about having fluffy pillows. I mean, for some reason, if okay, not for some reason, okay, it's actually pure quality when you go to a place on a vacation and you just feel like, oh wow, this bed is so bouncy. Oh wow, this sheet is so comfortable. And it's like this whole room. Actually don't. My vacation should be in this room. There are people like that. Okay, who will
Yeah,
just enjoy the view. Okay, I'll just outside the window. Okay, I want to see
yeah,
this time during the daytime. I want to see this during the nighttime. Okay, what's it like on a
yeah.
hot sun here? It's basically that.
Yeah. Do you know what, as I said, I do like to get rest. That's one of the top reasons for a holiday is rest, not just for your body, but your mind, your spirit, and your soul. But I
Yeah.
do like to go sightseeing and see the traditional kind of architecture and different things in the area. And as I said, experience the culture. So that's definitely high on my list as well, sightseeing.
Nice. That's
Mm,
another thing which you can do. Yeah, definitely. Looking
mm,
out for the history of the town is basically
mm,
that something that actually can. Okay, well, where am I living? Okay, what happened
mm,
here in 50 years ago? Okay, what happened here yesterday?
mm,
It's something always
mm.
interesting. Okay, it's a place like for me. When it comes to a vacation, I don't believe it's going to be about 3 or 4 days. Okay, I would take the first day itself, okay, for all the traveling, for all the packing, and just sleep. All right, and
Yeah.
then I would and then maybe 2, 4, or even 5 days for the vacation itself, and the sixth and seventh day, basically a week. My vacation limited time, the perfect time would be for a week. Like the first day, you take the rest from packing and then getting where to where you are, and then just resting so that you can enjoy the next day, right? And
Yeah.
when it comes to the second day, I would take the last 2 days to be like, okay, it's time to set a mindset for myself. I'm about to leave this place in a few hours. Okay, I mean less than 48 hours I'll be gone. So I just need a break from that, and then 2 days off from work also just to, to get away, like you said, from the from the oh man, the vacation depression.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
one thing that I try to do when I go on holidays or something. I at least like to give myself a day or two once I get back, so I
Hmm.
don't have to rush back into work straight away, just so you can kind of settle yourself back in, get yourself back into the mindset of your routine and things like that. So that's something that I like to do as well.
Nice. That's okay. That's something new. That's definitely something new for me. And yeah, I mean, so exactly like
But
even
do
for
you
my
rush
friends.
back to work?
Sorry.
Do you usually, if you go on holiday and you come back, do you usually rush back to work like the next day?
Oh,
Or do you not like to have a day, a bit of a day break to sort
of
yourself out?
I need more than a day. Okay, I mean, I need like I'm like he's like, but I'm just sick. I'm sorry. I'll be like, yeah, I ate something bad from the hotel. I'm like, what am I saying? I had the most healthiest food in the world, but I'm just gonna blame it. You know, that last meal I had, it wasn't that good. You know, I'll be like, all right, you just stay home. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, boss. Okay, bye. And then I'll just go
Yeah,
back to crying. I need to go back to the spot that wonderful night, the food I had. Oh no.
yeah. I feel your pain. I feel your
Yeah.
pain totally.
Every like I
Something
said, really,
else I would say as well.
uh-huh.
Kind of, it slightly ties into last week's topic that was being discussed on Monday. But
Yeah.
as traveling is not always just going abroad, it can be staycations as well.
Yeah.
Traveling actually around the country that you're in, or say if you live in England, traveling to somewhere like Scotland, or even just other cities, that can be traveling as well, and
Yeah.
also experiencing different people and different cultures.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, sometimes even a whole person would pronounce a certain word. Okay, would be the most
Mhm,
interesting thing. Like I find
mhm.
uh, the accent they have in Scotland like really nice to listen to. Okay, and I'm
Yeah,
like, and sometimes I would like think twice, but sometimes when I speak to someone like that, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, can you repeat that again, but slower? Okay, and but it's nice to listen to. Sometimes I do it purposely because I'm like, how that's a nice way of saying it. It's like, if you sing that part, it would be actually nice in that way. It's like the accent of is I mean it's certain things people who love traveling. Okay, if the smallest thing, like the person's accent, okay, would interest you, that means you love traveling. That is the proper part of traveling, that actually gives you a new feeling. Okay, oh shit, but like a new person. Okay, oh, and a new accent. Okay, this is
yeah,
new. It's something new,
yeah,
and you just want to be like, I would like to get to know more. For my vacation, I would just like to know people who I have never met before, who have a personality that I've never seen before, or even basically a culture that I haven't lived before for a week.
yeah, completely. In fact, I find accents so interesting. It's something I've been meaning to do more research into, but I just find it so interesting that by living in a different location on the planet, it
Uh-huh.
changes the way that you speak. Because
Yes.
people from all over the country or all over the world, just because we live in different places, we have different accents. And I've been meaning to, dive a little bit deeper into why that is. It's just a thing that I find quite interesting. So I don't know if any of the Relax Radio viewers have an explanation to that. I would love to see it in the comments and see what
Actually.
the opinions of other people are on that, or if they've actually got a concrete, factual answer.
We have a comment from Andrea Main. What would you suggest that will help to find that person? Uh, that find that person. You mean like a different kind of person? Well, I think he's just basically traveling. Like just go to a place. Okay, just approach the person who would actually like to talk to you. But people like let's take Scotland for instance. Okay, Scotland people are actually
Mhm,
really friendly. Okay, and
mhm.
they're all really friendly. Hey, good morning, mate. And I'm like, hey. I wasn't even planning on saying good morning to anyone. I'm like, shame on me for not even trying.
Mm.
It's just so friendly. All right, it's all about just meeting. I mean, you are going to find two different kinds of people all the time. The grumpy kind and also the happy kind. Just the way of the world.
Of
Okay,
course.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's basically, you're going to find the people, but then it's all depends on what person do you want to be. Do you want to be that person that like is going to be the grumpy person? Like, I'm not going to talk to anyone right now. I'm just going to close my eyes, look down, and I'm going to be like, oh, just, so no one going to see me. Okay. Oh, someone I know, I'm going to turn the other way. Or something. Or maybe the happy person. Hey, good morning. What's up? Hey, how are you? How are you? Okay, have a good day. Have a good day. And it's just a total different kind of feeling. Okay, you basically want to be like, okay, you know what? I want to have more of a connection. I mean, how can you connect yourself, okay, with wherever you go, whether it's to a city, whether it's to nature, okay? If you don't connect with anything, how can you connect with something when you are blocked, like, mentally, okay, even spiritually, you are just blocked from letting anyone in. So, and you say that in your Facebook post, you're like, I went for a deeper connection, but with a block.
Yeah. Do you know what I would say about that? Even though in life we all have different experiences and different things that we go through and different ways that we've grown up, at the core of, you know, everyone, humanity, is that we're all human beings. And essentially, we all have some of the same emotions and some of the same comparable situations that we go through in life. So I think that's something to remember. So even if someone's got a different culture to you, or they may look different from you, we're all human beings at the end of the day. So I think, tapping into that is something that you can use to connect with anyone that you may meet in life. And that's something that can help bring us together. So no matter where you go, if you remember that, then you'll be able to find a common ground and something that you can connect with.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
thank
that
you so much.
what a, I'm speechless right now, and like, I'm like, oh, you see, this is what traveling does to people. Okay, it's not just about going to another place. You understand what different kind of points of views are from people. Okay, if you're a person who values another person's opinion, okay, you're going to be like, man, this is a beautiful world. Okay, we see different kinds of things. Maybe I like to just, like, okay, let's just take the waffles for instance. Okay, I would take a waffle and I would just maybe chop it up in pieces. Okay, and then I would just pick it up
Yeah,
with the fork and just eat it. Or sometimes I would just go total, like I'll go for it, right?
yeah. I,
And another person would be like,
I confess, and I'm the second one.
well, it's on vacation. I would see why you would go, because I would go for it too. Hey, you're not alone. Okay, I'm like,
Yeah.
it's my vacation. If anyone's watching, yeah, I'm not here to be well mannered or anything. I'm on vacation. Okay, I'm taking I'm taking a vacation from my well mannered self. Okay, I want to be the crazy guy for once.
Yeah, I
So
need a vacation from all the constraints. Totally.
exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, we are going to go in for a small break. We'll be back, and this is going very well. I love this conversation, and it's going. Kayla and I will be right back, and in just a short time. Stay tuned.
Cycling in London is not child's play. How to be a better cyclist? Listen to my show, only on Relaks Radio. I'm Kevin. Join me every Thursday, 5 p.m. Look forward to seeing you.
Okay, now can you hear me? Okay, so what's up,
I can hear
everyone?
you now.
All right.
Mhm.
So we are back once again. Kayla and I, we've been talking about traveling, okay, how we like to go from place to place and also not just experience new places, not to experience new hotels, but places where we can actually have time to connect to our souls, okay? Where every time we go for like maybe basically a company event or even, even from work, okay, we find ourselves disconnected, all right, we find ourselves so muchly disconnected to the world and also to our mind. We struggle, okay, we struggle to be, I don't know, to think creatively. Okay, there's always a block, and people are saying you can do better. You can do better. Yeah, we can do better. Okay, I mean we actually can do better, but the thing is we have to open certain doors. Okay, we have to, I feel like in my mind I have doors to open. All right, I have like, okay, I need to go to the next level of creativity, right? So I have to open for now from this room I'm in. I just need to open the door and go to the next one, okay, and see what's around it,
Mhm.
right? See, basically,
Mhm.
okay, this is gonna be my next level. It's like we are practically a video game, okay? It's all about going the next level. I mean, some
Mhm.
people would be like, some
Yeah.
people when they find a certain level, they'll find it very comfortable, all right. But some people, they'll enjoy it for a certain time, and then they would be like, okay, what's next, right? Are you a what's
Mhm.
next kind of person? Okay, I learned this, now what's next?
Well, I always think that you never stop learning. It doesn't matter how old you are, even if you're 100, you're a blink in the eye of the infinite of the universe. So you can never stop learning. If you think that you stop learning, then you stop growing. And I think that that's an issue. So, that's one of my catchphrases is taking you to new levels of you. And I like what you're saying about unlocking. So really, it's in a way, it's unlocking new levels of you, because how I would put it is that a seed has everything already inside it. It has all its
Yeah,
potential inside it. But the way you water the seed and you take care of the seed helps it to fulfill its full potential. So it, as us as individuals, human beings, us watering ourselves with certain information, our environment, the people that we're around, meditation, all
yeah.
of these are like water and sunshine for us that help us unlock the different parts of ourselves. So
Well,
that's what I would say. Mhm.
no, yes, I mean, like, wow. Okay, so this topic, okay, which I thought will be more of a peace of mind, has actually come to a point, and I would like to thank you for that. Is mostly about knowledge of why our body needs the healing that it needs. All right, and sometimes we will never, although we call our
Mm.
homes, our bedrooms, our comfort zones. Okay, sometimes we need a break from our own comfort
Yeah.
zones. Okay, we need that break. And so like,
Yeah.
sometimes you could be like, I'm seeing the same four walls every day. I'm seeing the same four walls every night. I'm sleeping on the same old pillow every night. I want something fluffier. All right, I just want, like, for at least a weekend. Okay, I mean, it's not
Yeah.
really I mean, it's just basically, you living your life at least for a minute. Okay, you just need,
Yeah.
you sometimes you just need a minute. Okay, just need a minute, just to sit back, relax, and going to be like, okay, let's take it easy for now. but then
Yeah.
sometimes that's not going to be
A
enough either.
really long minute.
Yeah, a really long minute. I mean, like it's the most obvious thing. We go on vacation, it feels like a minute, right? It the first
Yeah.
10 seconds we've been traveling. Okay, the traveling is the longest. Okay, going there is the longest, and coming back. When you want to enjoy the travel back home, you just be like, "We're done. We're already home." I mean,
Yeah.
it took us
Yeah.
longer to get here.
Exactly.
How does it take shorter for us to come back? Right, and it's
Yeah. Exactly.
that's how it is, because sometimes we do not travel for like, I mean, a 2 day 3 day travel, really. I mean, to a place like a different city,
Mhm.
a different part of
Mhm.
nature. Okay, a place where earth and water connect, and you just want to go there for only 2 days. Come on, right? You
Yeah.
need to have the
Definitely.
full experience of it. You need to have and that is why when it, I mean, have you ever had the trip where a vacation where going back, and you just have this feeling that, oh, that's a good trip, and I can actually go back to work tomorrow. Okay, you may be coming back maybe back home 3 o'clock in the morning, or even something else, but your work must be starting at 7, and you're gonna be like, okay, that's a good trip. I can go back to work tomorrow, right? I mean, in a few hours I can go back to work, but I won't. I'm not saying that you will. Okay, even neither would I. I get that feeling. Okay, I can get back to
Mhm.
work in a few hours, but I won't. I'm taking that off day though.
I'm not sure I've ever had that feeling.
Then you are
But
not living. Then you are not having enough vacation. You need to have more days on your vacation. Okay, I mean, like, what's the maximum of
agree.
vacation you have stayed for? How many days would it be?
A maximum vacation. I think I've done 4 weeks. Yeah,
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
That wasn't
Yeah,
enough.
4 weeks in Jamaica.
And
Yeah.
that didn't give you a time where like, oh, this is a good vacation. It wasn't enough. You didn't want
That
to
in fact
leave.
that holiday when I was younger. So I haven't had a holiday that long in recent years. Probably my longest recently has maybe been 2 weeks.
Oh,
Um yeah. And on that holiday, I did get a little bit homesick. I did miss home quite a bit. But
okay.
so I did feel ready after my holiday was finished. I felt ready to come back, and I've
Back to
also
reality, basically.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
ready to come back and get some of my home comforts. So I was as I said, I was ready after that particular holiday. Yeah.
That's great.
Mhm.
That's great. I mean, if as long as you are actually, like, having, I mean, sometimes, okay, fine, if you really had that feeling, okay, I need to get back home. Okay, I really need to get back. Okay, it's I've stayed, I've had enough. Okay, I mean, I say that's a well completed vacation. Okay, it's
Yeah.
it made it's you stayed there so much, you enjoyed it so much. Okay, and you lived, you basically enjoyed to the fullest. All right, and you're like, it's time to
Yeah.
go home. Whenever
And
I'm
that's
on a
a
trip.
very positive thing, yeah. To
Yeah.
maybe miss home. As you said, I completely agree what you're saying about creativity, because it's usually new experiences, being around new people that, stimulate new neurons and neural pathways in our minds, which opens up your
Exactly.
creativity. So potentially when you go away and you start to have that feeling where you miss home, you come back and you're going to appreciate it a lot more.
Exactly. And also, like there are two different kinds of people. Okay, some people who would actually uh want to meet new kind of people, new different people, and then there are people who will actually, put other people down, right? And I mean, it's something that are already happening. You don't have to. Sometimes, if you're traveling for just for yourself, okay, and not expecting, maybe you're not even finding a person to look for. You're not looking for another person to talk to. But then again, if you go there, oh, this person's ruining my vacation. It's
Yeah,
like, if you go like that, you are definitely going to have a bad time. And this is why most of the people are finding it difficult to accept other people. I mean,
yeah,
everyone has a right to stay in this world, right?
Of
Everyone has two legs, everyone has two hands, everyone has a head. Okay, and at the end of the day, we are walking on the same ground. Why should we, like, separate it? What do you think?
I'm completely agreeing with you. I think that it's very important to be self-aware because in this society we're socialized to be very judgmental of others and to judge each other on superficial things. So it's really a part of our socialization in this society. But people who are self-aware of it can kind of short circuit that
Yeah.
judgmentalness within themselves and kind of push past it as much as possible. I think the problem is where people are not even self-aware of the prejudice that they may have towards other people, and they allow it to affect the way they interact or the way they treat others.
Yeah, exactly. And I think
Mhm.
this is the cause of putting it straightforwardly. This is all about, where racism and, war and, people where, everything, this is the reason for all of it. Because people,
Yeah.
okay, people can't accept other people, and they're like, this is my world, okay? And I don't think you're supposed to be in it. First of all, you did not create yourself, okay? You did not create this person, and you did not create that person either, and you do not have the right to tell whether he or she could be there, okay? If they are there, they are there. I mean, some person can actually tell that to your own family members, okay? I mean, if someone told that to me and I'm like, I don't think your mother should be in this world, I'm gonna be like, what? Excuse me? I'm sorry, what? I mean, no one likes to talk to like that. Okay. And that's my mother you're talking about. Is respect. Okay. End of the day, we have to show respect to everyone. Okay. They even say that you need to show respect to the even to the animals. Okay. Because to animals, we are animals to them as well. Okay. They don't see us like, oh,
Yeah.
these are the smartest species in the world. They don't say, I'm pretty sure, oh, what's this guy who's just walking on two legs? Okay. I'm pretty sure that's how it is, right? I mean, animals have also, people think that they let animals into their world. Okay. But we can it's like basically you can love the pet that you have at home. Okay. But if you see another animal on the street and you're very mean to it, or you're like, shoot, go away, hey, you're just a hypocrite then. Okay. You are just doing it for everything else. And people, to be honest, okay, even against, like, even when it comes to characterizing people, like let's just say racism, even. Okay. Well, people would be like, this person doesn't belong here. This country is not for them. This country is not for everyone else. But I'm like, yeah, but I think the same way about you, because you're talking like that, right? I feel like, I don't think you even belong in Earth, to be honest. You just we should put you in Mars or something, right? And I'm like, I think
Yeah.
you should be in Mars. I hear there's no one
Send
there.
send them on one of those missions that I think is it Richard Branson and Elon Musk are
Yes,
trying to do with Mars, and Jeff Bezos. I think they're trying
yeah.
to do some stuff in
I
Mars.
saw
So
the video, and oh man, Richard Branson has been the most, like, my he's been my inspiration. Okay, since I started learning economics is in
yeah.
school, and the first subject was about Richard Branson and also his Virgin Group of companies. All right, and I mean,
Oh wow. Yeah.
his name, the name of the company attracts people. Okay, you are
Yeah.
wondering to yourself, why would anyone name their company Virgin? Okay,
Yeah.
and I'm like, but why? And then you understand why he did it, right? Do you know
Yeah.
the story about it? Why his
I don't, but when I think of that word, the things that immediately come to mind could either be original,
yes,
first, purity, and
yeah,
so that's what comes to my mind when I think of it. So, but I don't know
it
the
was
story. You could,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it was a group of people, okay, and who always said, "Hey, we're all virgins. Let's call it Virgin." Okay, and
yeah.
that's how creative they are. Like, and I was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. And today there is Virgin Airways and everything. Now there's I don't know what they're going to call it, Virgin Space or something.
Probably, yeah, yeah,
Probably it's gonna be Virgin, first of all, Virgin Space, Virgin Universe. I don't know, maybe something. But still, it's the experience. You're like, okay, for the people in the Flat Earth Society, Hey, this is where you get to see for your own self that the earth is not flat, it is round.
Yeah. I think I saw possibly on the news the other day that already 600 people have signed up to be passengers on the out to space flights. So it already seems to be picking up quite a lot of traction.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right, right. Well, then we should then we should. I think I don't know. Maybe we should get the places as well. Like especially for like people we are. I mean, I want to take that my special person to go. I'm like, do you want to go to space? Hey, like I love you to the moon and back. Shall we just go closer to the moon, baby? You know what I mean? Right? I would take my
Yeah.
person and go there. You see that? That's the moon. All right. I
Yeah.
mean,
It might
it's
start
some
becoming a thing. Yeah,
exactly.
we're just gonna we're having lunch on the moon tonight. Instead of going to lunch in Paris or something, yeah, we'll just go to the moon. I'll take you for literally a moonlight dinner on the
A
moon.
moonlight dinner.
It's very romantic.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, like, traveling to space, looking at the stars and you're looking at the planets, okay, looking at Earth, basically. I mean, who knows? They will be like, okay, for to travel to Mars and come back, please play extra, maybe, I don't know, extra money for this one. Okay. Hey, travel to Mars and,
Yeah,
have a meal going to Mars.
exactly.
Something,
I
right?
can already
I
see
mean,
the advertisement. I can already see it already all over the
exactly.
TVs.
Yeah. Or maybe get to Mars in 3 days in light speed, but
Yeah.
feel absolutely nothing. I don't know. So far, I mean, traveling to space has been, well, the most, it looks so easy now. Okay. It looks so
Yeah.
easy. Right. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, they just, that's it. Right. And I mean, you don't need some experience of going to space and be like, anyone can go now. Richard Branson, okay, I think he's over 70 years old also. And he just went and, you know what he
Oh,
said?
wow.
Yeah, I think he's over 70 years old. And also he was like, you know what he said? He was like, to all the little ones out there, okay, I was a little one who wanted to be in space, and now I am an adult. And now I am an adult in space. And do not give up on your dreams. One day, somewhere down the line, okay, I can't remember his words exactly, but it was very similar. Okay, he's like, one day your dreams will come true. I mean, the guy got to travel to
Mm,
space. He
yeah.
got to travel to space. That the little dreams we had. I want to be an astronaut when we were like 2 or 3 years old. And I want to be an astronaut. Hey, you can
Yeah.
actually be an astronaut for the weekend. Go ahead. Traveling next
Well,
this
I
next
think
level.
that's an important message, very
Yeah,
important message. Never give up. And he didn't have to go and do the training with NASA. He built the company, built his own spaceship, and he's making sure he's going by himself. So
yeah,
definitely
definitely.
dream big,
Dream
definitely.
big indeed. Dream big indeed. Anyway, Kayla, it's been interesting. Okay, I
Yeah,
can't wait for. You'll be joining us again next Monday. Okay, I
I
believe.
will
Yeah.
be.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we'll speak about in more detail what we touched on before about
Of course.
inequality, racism, and things like that. So I
Definitely.
think
You
we're
know what?
getting the hang
You
of
know
it
what?
now.
You got it. You
Yeah,
got it. And also we did touch upon, and I wish we had more time. To be honest, I really do wish we
yeah.
had more time. This conversation, I mean, I didn't feel this hour going. It felt like I was on vacation and you're talking about a certain thing, and I'm like, wow, I just
As you
started
said,
this, and I'm like,
time flies when you're having fun, right?
exactly. And
Yeah.
when you're having interesting conversation also, right, regarding people, like, it's nice to see people who actually think that, there are people out there who are actually the same. Okay.
Mm,
Everyone is the same. I mean, you can't find anyone saying that, they are the same. Okay. Some people can have, like, pointy noses and also button noses, but they are going to be like, hey,
yeah.
that's interesting. All right. Let's talk
Yeah,
about it more,
exactly.
definitely, Kayla. I'm looking forward to the conversation as well. And thank you so much for joining us today. And also, everyone listening in, we'll be right back. See you, Kayla.
Bye. Much love. Stay blessed. Bye.
The valuations that you place on an asset are always behind you. It's always in hindsight. It's never in front of you. And that's one of the challenges, right? Because you're always valuing what happened yesterday. And what you need is what's going to happen tomorrow. What am I saving or investing for? Why am I doing it? When will I need the money? And
how much money do I need? Yeah. So that's quite important, because when you're looking at your net worth, you got to start with saying, well, what do I want my net worth to be, so that there's a goal, and then work backwards. How do I get there? And if I can start with £50 or $50 a week, if I save that every week, and you can go online and use calculators online. I don't have to teach you the maths behind it, but you can say, okay, and if I get a 3% return and I put this away for how long will it take to reach my goal? And that's called just this basic cash flow projection calculations. And it's what we use in financial planning all the time. What we say to clients is we say, okay, what is your goal? What is your objective? Where do you want to go to? And we discuss that in a lot of detail and over most of the meeting. And then the rest of it is saying, okay, in your exact circumstances, with your risk profile, with how you feel about investments and pensions and taxes and where you are and who you work with, and your education level or your lack of education or how involved you want to be. There's a lot of variables that we take into account. And then we say, okay, here's a plan. You start like this, that's great. And then we review it all the time. And we say, okay, we need to increase it, we're on track, we're not, this is what is happening. Because remember, when you're dealing with assets, the valuations that you place on an asset are always behind you. It's always in hindsight. It's never in front of you. And that's one of the challenges, right? Because you're always valuing what happened yesterday, and what you need is what's going to happen tomorrow. So that's a struggle. Yeah. So there are strategies everywhere from £50 a week up to £100 million, and they're different. Right? They range differently from everyone, but and from country to country, to be fair. Different countries have different tax laws, so with different vehicles. But from your point of view, at the sort of normal end, I'm not going to call it the low end because I'm in that boat as well. It's as tax efficient as you can get it. That's where you start. You use all the tax efficiencies, and then you step up into different things.